When Josh Duggar was sentenced to 12.5 years in prison last week, only 4 members of his massive family were in the courtroom. Wife Anna, father Jim Bob, sister Joy Anna and her husband Austin Forsyth were on hand for the sentencing hearing, but the rest of the sizable Duggar clan steered clear of the proceedings. In the days that followed, most of the Duggars would remain mum on the subject of Josh's sentencing. But one of his most high-profile siblings has broken her silence and shocked fans by sharing her belief that Josh deserves to be locked up for a very long time. When Josh was still in his teens, he molested 5 young girls, 4 of whom were his sisters. Now one of those sisters is speaking out and making it clear that she believes justice has been served. Jill Duggar cut ties with her parents years ago, and now she is one of very few Duggars who is willing to speak candidly about the Josh situation. The last several weeks and months have been difficult emotionally. Yesterday was another one of those hard days. We are neither rejoicing nor disappointed by the sentence, but we are thankful it's finally over, Jill and husband Derek Dillard wrote on their personal website. The Bible clearly states that God effects justice and vengeance through the governing authorities, the statement continued. Though some believe Josh should have received a greater sentence, and still fewer believe he should have received a lighter sentence, God has carried out his vengeance today for his unspeakable criminal activity. The Dillards went on to state that they believe justice was served, and to express their hope that 12 years behind bars will convince Josh to change his ways. Until now, he has yet to be held accountable to the extent necessary to cause change in his dangerous pattern of behavior, Jill and Derek wrote. It is unfortunate, but it seems that it may take spending over a decade in federal prison and still more on probation for Josh to have any potential for rehabilitation to the point he can safely live in society again, they continued. Hopefully, Josh can actually begin to get treatment and begin to work toward a lifestyle where he is less likely to reoffend. Jill and Derek went on to express their hope that potential predators might look at a case like Josh's and reconsider their actions. If for nothing else, the notoriety of this case has hopefully contributed to the deterrence of potential offenders and will help protect children by decreasing the demand for CSAM, they wrote. We continue to love Josh and his family and will be there for them however we can. Interestingly, Jill is not the only Duggar who has broken from the rest of the family to condemn Josh's actions. Last week, 22-year-old Jason Duggar spoke out against Josh in an Instagram post that probably infuriated his father. In my opinion, Judge Timothy L. Brooks was fair in his ruling, given Josh a sentence that would be considered below the median for the crimes he has committed, Jason wrote. Joshua's poor decisions have greatly affected those around him, in particular his wife, 7 children, and our family as a whole, he continued. My prayer is that God will use this circumstance to truly humble him and bring about a true change in his life. Insiders say that Jim Bob and wife Michelle Duggar still believe that Josh is innocent and that his conviction will be overturned on appeal. It's unlikely that anything will change their minds at this point, but thankfully not all of Jim Bob's kids have been brainwashed. These days, Anna Duggar is living with Jim Bob and Michelle, and you can be sure that Jill and Jason are giving the main house a very wide berth. That's probably for the best.
That's it for now, thank you for watching, please subscribe to stay tuned.